Hello everyone, this is Shubham and today I'm going to show you that how I made the Of Course I Love Mars filter in Instagram. So first of all, let's begin with the demo video of the filter.
Hey guys, look, I'm here on Mars. Isn't it amazing to be actually on this planet, the fourth planet of our solar system? Do you feel like there are drones around here? Yeah, I can actually see one right now. Let me show you how to move them. So as I was already about to mention that it was quite an amazing experience for me to come from Earth here on Mars and make an Instagram reel for you guys. I forgot to mention about one last thing, that is my spaceship that brought me here. It's right up there and its name is Discovery. At last, I would like to thank you for watching this video. Thank you.
So these are a few of the main highlights of the filter. I'll be discussing each and every highlight one by one. So first of all is the 360-degree panoramic Martian view, which I created using the 3D sphere that I made in the Blender software. Blender is basically a software for creating 3D objects. Let me show you in Spark here. So this is the first, is the name of this 3D object, which is a sphere, and inside this sphere everything is happening. Like inside the sphere only, the user gets a feeling that he is actually present inside the Mars planet. All right. So next comes the dust particles. The dust particles the dust particles feature are basically added using the particle system, which is present inside the Spark AR Studio. So these are the dust particles. As you can see, I have given them some scale, some rotation, some type, of course some birth rate and spray and speed, right? Next comes the helmet feature. The helmet feature I basically created using the face tracker. As the name suggests, face tracker is responsible for tracking each and every movement of the face of the user. If I play this, you can see that with the face the helmet also moves. So this is the feature which is accomplished by the face tracker feature, which is present in the Spark AR Studio. Next comes the drones and the spaceship. So you can see that the drones which are present here, like this and the skyship, these 3D assets I imported them from the AR library. Okay. Next is the movement of the drones, which I basically created using the animation controller. So whenever if you have used the filter, so you must have noticed that whenever you tap, let me show you. So whenever I tap on the drone moves. So now I tap the drone and the drone moves from one place to another, right? So I created this movement of drones using the animation playback controller, which is basically responsible for giving for the movement of the fans of the drones, and the whole logic for the tapping and everything I created that in the patch editor. So whenever if I tap on the drone and the switch flips and an animation is created, and there's a transition from this start position to this end position, in turn creating an animation for the drones, right? So next comes the background audio. You must have heard a background note audio that constantly plays whilst you use the filter. This is the audio that I am talking about. So this audio is created using the speaker, the dust speaker, which is responsible for creating this audio effect, and this is the audio clip which is attached to the speaker, and this is the audio playback controller, which always plays in a loop, and it is attached to that dust speaker that I already mentioned. Next comes the voice modulation. So if you record your voice using the filter, using this filter, you must hear that your voice gets modulated. It gets modulated using the distortion patch. Let me show you. So this is the patch. The audio gets input, distortion patch gets input from the microphone, and it in turn gets outputted inside the mic speaker, which is present inside this first 3D object, right? And the last feature is basically the whole logic. The whole logic is created using the patch editor, or the patches which are present inside, which is a great feature because you don't have to be a code or a programmer to learn these things. You can learn them quite easily. So this is the patch editor, and this is responsible for the instruction, and these two, as I already mentioned, are responsible for the movement of the drones whenever the user taps on them, and this is the feature that I already explained earlier. So I hope things are clear. That's all. Thank you for watching this video.